Hello friends of the Chicken Protocol, and welcome to the Packet of the Week. With this series I will select a packet or some other interesting networking item and ask you to find the answer to a question. All the background you need can be found in the Packet Guide to Core Network Protocols or the Packet Guide to Routing and Switching, both available from O'Reilly Publishing. In the following week I'll provide the answer. The Chicken Protocol is also on Facebook, so follow us there for more networking stuff. So, without further preamble, I give you the Chicken Protocol Packet of the Week. So here is the solution to Packet of the Week number 8. I apologize that the Packet of the Week videos are coming out a day or two later than they normally would. I got really tied up on Fridays, and so these are coming out a couple days after that. So last week I asked the question, what does Wireshark not show you when you are looking at a frame? And then there was a follow-up question, what basic options might mislead or delay analysis? Things to pay attention to when you're using the Wireshark interface. So let's take this first question. What we're looking at here in the top is an ARP request, very straightforward sort of frame, and the red arrows show us the fields for Ethernet that Wireshark actually shows. So we've got a destination MAC address, a source MAC address, and then the type or the control field. And this is pretty standard. Down below that, we have the fields of an actual Ethernet frame. And we can see that if we compare the two, what's missing from the image above are the preamble and the frame check sequence, or the CRC32. So this is not a hit against Wireshark, it's just that the software receives the frame after it's already been processed. So these fields are removed long before Wireshark ever gets them, and so we don't see them when we're actually looking at the frames. So the next question, what basic options might mislead or delay analysis? For this question we're going to use the same exact frame, and again we're looking at that ARP request. So here is that frame, but in the Wireshark interface itself. And so now what I've done is gone into the individual fields and expanded them a little bit to show you some of the additional details that Wireshark might have for us. Now sometimes these can be really helpful, but if you're a little new to it, they can be a little confusing. The red arrow is there to point out two things. One is that this portion of the interface uses both MAC addresses and IP addresses, which can't be avoided since some packets don't have IP addresses at all, but it can be a little confusing. In addition, the text is used here for broadcast rather than the broadcast address. The blue arrows are there simply to indicate that here we have 4 references to the exact same address. So 6 bytes of addressing, 1 field, but we have 4 different ways to refer to it. And this is good, again, if you really know what you're doing, but it can be a little confusing. Lastly, the green arrow indicates something that Wireshark put in there all by itself. So this is a really nice indicator. It tells you a little bit about gratuitous ARP, but in this case it's not a gratuitous ARP, so Wireshark is trying to be very helpful in telling you that it's not. But it's an additional field, so it's not actually part of the packet, it's just something that provides an indication for the packet itself. Well, that's it. That's your answer for this week's Packet of the Week. Now, you all know that I love Wireshark. It's a fabulous product. It's free. I think they do a terrific job out there. The only purpose of this video was to simply point out some things that can make your life a little bit more confusing if you're new to the software. But I absolutely encourage you guys to get out there and use it. It is a fabulous product. This brings us to the close of the Chicken Protocol Packet of the Week. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to us here on YouTube or out at Facebook and Twitter. If you have any ideas or comments, please send an email to thechickenprotocol@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and may your packets always reach their destination.